Hello, guys. Welcome to Critical Thinking and Practical Reasoning. In this session, we will be looking at rhetorical devices and techniques. We will be examining rhetorical devices and the explanation to what rhetorics are. Rhetorics are actually devices that are tools affecting audience beliefs and offering reasons for their claim. Words or phrases that manipulate a motive force called rhetorical devices and techniques. Rhetorical devices come in different forms and serve different purposes. Rhetoric typically occurs in the absence of argument and as a substitute for argument. Note that the rhetorical devices should make us dismiss claims out of hand, but they should also make us accept them uncritically. Let's look at the types of rhetorical devices. First of them is euphemism. This is the use of mild, pleasant, indirect expressions rather than harsh ones. An example: passed away, which is an euphemism for death. Adult entertainment is an euphemism for pornography. Now let's look at another one. Dysphemism, which is the opposite of euphemism, says is the use of harsh or more offensive expressions. So cancer stick is a dysphemism for cigarette. You are nothing but a sex bot. Who the hell do you think you are? That's dysphemism. Hyperbole is an extreme exaggeration, right, of a concept, event, object, or anything. So that extreme form of exaggeration is what we are calling a hyperbole. And like an example, we have his mouth odor covered the room like a cloud. I had to wait in the station for 10 days. All these examples are hyperbole or hyperbolic, as you can say. Now let's look at innuendo. An innuendo says what it does not say. It is a critical and disparaging, subtle or indirect way of expressing mostly derogatory remarks. So innuendo is actually indirect, meanwhile they try to say something in a nice way. Right? We do that to our friends sometimes, and sometimes innuendos can get sexual, where some people may greet a lady and scratch the lady's palm. Those are all sexual innuendos. Now, look at an example here. The weather is too cold. Let us warm up in bed. That is innuendo. Now, let's look at sarcasm. This is an indirect speech used intentionally to produce a certain dramatic effect of, of the listener by horse laughing or ridiculing. Watching you bite your nails in the examination hall has really convinced me that you have everything under control. And that is not actually the case. So, another example says honesty, and now not all men are cheap and annoying, some are dead. Right. These are examples of what let's take stereotyping. Stereotyping is when someone lumps people under one name or description. Men who spend too much time on computer or reading are geeks. That's lumping men into that box, or because they are people who spend much time on the computer. Women look with lustful and tempting eyes. That is also stereotyping. Now, another one, the last one, which is loaded question, is a complex question that has limited replies to those that serve the question's agenda. Have you stopped today? That is a limited uh, question, a question with limited replies. Are you still lazy at work, at your job? That is also a calling to find out, but then you should to find out whether it seeks to answer a question, but then you should be careful. Critical thinkers should be careful to know that not all loaded questions should be answered, because there are questions that are loaded. Yes. So this session should have enlightened you to understand the meaning of these critical thinking tools and how they influence understanding and demand replies. Rhetorical devices will essentially help people in being persuasive in their speech patterns. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye.